global truth. Yo, what up? Shalom, everybody. Blessings to the chat. Helena Seeley's in the building. Ephesians 6 and 12's in the house. Tribe of Asher blessed. Lucky Donnie, what's up, man? Helena Seeley. Cassandra's in the building. I see y'all. Peace and blessings to y'all, man. Yo, Tyrie Nichols Family Speaks out. And they say that 5 or 6 more officers should have been charged. And a heinous crimes committed against their son. I'm glad they speaking out about this debacle even more and pushing the envelope and, really being stern with the entire issue. And they're not just letting this thing go under the rug. They want other officers charged, and you can't blame them for that. And I want to speak about that. But before I do, right, I got to say this. There's a lot of Negroes out there, or Negropeans, or whatever you want to call these individuals, who got some type of Stockholm syndrome. They got some real issues with themselves, man. I've seen a lot of people going on tangents talking about how, the one white officer who tased Tyrie Nichols, he wasn't arrested. And I can understand you saying something about it, but let's not misdirect the energy. It was our own people in those blue suits that did this young man dirty, right? It was our people that was beating this young man like a pinata out here in the middle of the damn streets. And you can't shift the blame. No, not this time. You can't shift the blame. We're not going to do that. Here's the thing. Clearly, that white officer felt safe tasing a black man in front of all of these other black men. He felt safe. So the blame goes to us. The blame goes to our people. Straight up like that. We're not going to do that. You got some people, son, so gun-ho and fixated and blaming the white man. It's like, we got to blame the white man. Well, what about the white man who literally, they're literally saying, what about the white man who tased him? Well, what about all of the brothers that was there? That white man felt safe doing what he did. They didn't protect him. So all this talk on trying to misdirect the energy, we're not going to do that. But it's true, everybody there should have been charged. Everybody involved, right? Yeah, we are greatest enemy. Let's make this clear. People don't want to come to this understanding. As so-called black men, melanated men, you need to get the realization of the situation. I need you to know exactly what it is, right? You are the worst. You are the worst people in the world according to the rest of the world, right? You're the most hated in the world. Nobody's on our sides. I don't know if me telling you this will allow you to understand that you are in a war. I don't know if it's going to help you to recognize what's going on, but you're in a war. Your own women are against you. You got to go against your own people. And you got to go against this so-called systemic racism as well. Everyone hates the black man. All right. I don't know if you understanding that will make you want more for yourself, and understand that until we go back to keeping God's law, statutes, and commandments, we're gonna be getting whooped just like this spiritually. We're gonna be being whooped just like Tyrie Nichols, but in a spiritual realm, taking spiritual beatings left and right, and we'll stay at the bottom. Right. So until we start getting ourselves together and start supporting each other and loving each other, and first of all, pointing the blame to who who's responsible, which is us, it's our own people, then, you know, this will continue to go on. All right. Now let's hear what the family has to say.
Bath Fitter is a better way to remodel your tub. A custom-made, watertight fit and high-quality materials mean a beautiful tub and a great value.
Ad play.
Bath Fitter, it just fits. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Joining us now from Memphis are Tyrie's mother, Rovon Wells, his stepfather, Rodney Wells, and the family's attorney, Ben Crump. Thank you all for being with us this morning. Attorney Crump, I want to start with you because this is what you do. You represent the families when they are in situations like this. Describe what you make of the video.
As I said, the video was going to remind a lot of people of Rodney King, but as America watched this video, everybody has concluded it's much worse. It is appalling, deplorable, heinous, and you can go all the way through the alphabet.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's all of these things, and it was our people who did it. Our people who did it. It was black men who did it. Let me tell you something. Your worst enemy is your own people. I really need you to understand this. Wrap your mind around this. When it comes to these atrocities that's being committed against our people, it's our people. And somebody says another distraction. This is not a distraction. This right here should be making you aware of who your true enemy is. A lot of people need to understand who their enemy really is. It ain't the hidden hand. It ain't the Illuminati. It ain't none of these things. Your enemy are those of your own household a lot of the times. Those are your own fold. Those who look like you and I. I've been previewed to these type of bullies and these type of cowards that did what they did to Tyrie. I've been previewed to these individuals my entire life. It's the 2/3 of our people who are going to be cut off from being a nation. Why? Because they absolutely hate the God of Israel. They hate truth. They hate righteousness. And this mentality is destroying us to the point where our own women work against us. Our own women work against us, and our own brothers work against us. So let's make this clear. This ain't no distraction. This ain't no distraction. This is a story that the world needs to pay attention to because it shows that there's deeper levels. Listen, you living in a time where after 400 years of slavery, we should be policing our own environments. So they go ahead and they put black officers out on a beat and they go carry on the same thing that the white officers were doing back in the 80s, late 80s and early 90s. Our complaint was, listen, let's start getting officers to police our environment. We have black police officers. I don't know about you all, but here in Atlanta, I see black officers everywhere. And guess what? A lot of the times, they're the ones that give you the hardest time. They're the ones who give you the hardest time.
But you get to the end and everybody concludes it is so unnecessary how Tyrie Nichols was killed. He never should have been killed in this manner.
And you say so much worse because, of course, he did die days later. Mrs. Wells, I want to bring you in and just express our condolences to you and your family. Thank you for being with us. I know as of last night, you said that you hadn't watched the video. How difficult was it to learn that your son was calling out for you?
It was very difficult. As a mother, you want to always be there when your children need you. So when I heard that my son was calling my name and I wasn't there for him, it just hurt my heart.
Mrs. Wells, as a mother, my heart absolutely breaks for you.
And look, somebody shared a scripture in the chat that says, don't have a hateful eye towards thy brother. Exactly. But here's the thing. A lot of people have a hateful eye towards those who are chosen and those who are righteous. And let me make this clear. I'm going to make this very clear. I don't hate my people whatsoever. But I find it a necessity to have these wake-up calls. I don't hate my people whatsoever. Matter of fact, the only people who would be offended by my content is the people that I'm talking about. The only people who will have an issue about what I'm saying are the people who have a hateful eye towards us. You understand? Because there's a lot of individuals out there who are watching those who are trying to take righteous steps to do something for their life. It's to the point where, you know, it's deemed corny just to be doing something right. It ain't fly to be on the right side of things. It ain't cool just to try to, you know, actually do something that's going to propel you in the long run. Our people be hating, bro. Real talk. Let's continue.
Can you tell us, how do you feel about the charges against those 5 officers, the fact that they have been charged relatively quickly in this case?
After the charges were explained to me, I'm actually okay with the charges. The district.
You said the charges have been explained to her and she's okay with the charges, the actual charges of 2nd-degree murder. You know, I personally believe they should have been charged with 1st-degree murder and ineligible for bail. That's what I believe. They should have been charged with 1st-degree murder and they shouldn't have been allowed to be able to post bail at all. Right? But, you know, let's allow her to finish here.
Attorney and the chief of police has done an excellent job in getting this done quickly and swiftly, and we still have more to do.
Yes.
Mr. Wells, what do you think of the other first responders who were there, the sheriff's deputies who have since been relieved of duty? Do you think that there are others who should also be charged?
Most definitely. It looks as though it may be maybe 5, 6 other police officers that should be charged in this case.
Now, what he just said is real. He says it looks like it should be 5 or 6 other officers charged in this case. And he's absolutely right. Because when somebody dies, right, when a murder is committed, anybody in that vicinity, anybody there are supposed to be charged equally. So there's still some preferential treatment out there going on. Yeah, the white guy should have been charged as well, but I'm not going to use that to throw the blame away, right? Somebody said New Breed is deeper than it looks. At the video, Castlegate was street corner. Well, I've already made it clear in my first video covering this that I believe it's a lot deeper than what meets the eye. If you look at my previous stream, I made that very clear. Right now, we're on a surface level of what the family is saying, but it is very deep. Like I said before, I found it odd that it happened blocks from his home, as if the young man was being followed. I found it odd that they did it right in front of a camera, which appeared to be on a street light of some sort. And these were a special unit, a task force unit. And the thing about it is you would think they would know where all the cameras would be located within the inner city, or at least have an idea. Because, I mean, it caught everything. I mean, these dudes was caught doing what they did to this young man, and they was caught in 4K. So it's like, I find it very strange that this particular young man was just followed. I don't believe that all of a sudden some officers was riding around, they felt froggy, so they pulled this young man over and just released hell on him just randomly. I don't believe that. I believe this young man was a targeted individual. I believe it was a sacrifice for a political agenda. And I stand on that. I believe that the goal is to defund the police. They could possibly want to roll out these robotic police officers and police dogs. They're trying to find a reason to turn the entire public against having any blue in the streets, which at the end of the day is one of those things where it's a love-hate relationship. Because if somebody broke into your home and robbed you blind, you're gonna want to call the cops if somebody burglarized your home to see if they can find some evidence. But on the other end, the cops really are not designed to stop crimes anyway. The police are designed to just pretty much fill out paperwork. If you want to stop something from happening to you and your family, you need to practice your Second Amendment at the end of the day. But we're living in a society where we're not ready to have no police presence at all, or at the very least have police come to do the paperwork. We're not ready to live in a society where criminals know that there's no consequences for their actions. All right. So, but anyway, I do believe it's deeper than what meets the eye, for sure. Allow me to continue. Now, he says 5 to 6 more officers should be charged. Real talk.
There was also at the initial encounter with my son, there was a white officer that was tasing my son, and we don't understand how come his name was not put out there or mentioned in this whole fiasco.
Yeah, his name needs to be on the docket as well. He needs to be charged as well. Although the parents aren't shifting the blame solely on him, but he need to be charged, and everybody else that was present need to be charged. That's a fact.
So yes, I think that there should be quite a few additional charges.
And Mr. Wells, you know, watching that video, as difficult as it is, there's a point where they say that Tyrie reached for an officer's gun, that he had his hand on an officer's gun. And now that there are questions about the nature of that stop, whether there was any reckless driving to initiate it, what do you make of what was happening with the officers at the time of that video?
Well, anybody who watched the video know that Tyrie did not reach for an officer's gun. He was just trying to cover his tail. So, and if you know Tyrie, like we know Tyrie, he would have never, ever tried to reach for an officer's gun. That doesn't even make common sense.
And Mr. Crump, I want to bring you back in really quickly. These officers, all 5 of them, they are Black. And you have said that this shows that police violence isn't about an officer being Black or white. It is about blue. And you say that it shows that this is systemic.
Let me explain this. The abuse of power from wicked demonic people is systemic. If you're a wicked, treacherous person, you're going to be abusive and abuse your power. There's people in daycares that's harming children right now. There's people who in hospice that's not changing the sheets or washing the elderly people, beating the elderly people when nobody's watching. So the issue really isn't, in my opinion, I don't think that it goes into the training of the police officers. If you give the wrong people power, they're going to use it against you. It does go into who they're hiring, right?
Absolutely. It's institutionalized police culture that continues to have implicit bias, whether the officer is Black, Hispanic, or white, where the excessive force continues to be exerted against Black people and brown people. We don't see our white brothers and sisters who are unarmed brutalized like this.
That's true to a degree, to an extent of what this brother just said. But there has been some statistics that have came out where mentally challenged Caucasian men have actually died within the last year by the hands of police more than Black men. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen. Now, of course, we don't make up a huge percentage of the country, but this is very true that it's not just us. There was a white teenager that got tased to death. So was there a black one last year. So I'm saying that to say this. This is a battle against good and evil. But when it comes to our people and our plight, our worst enemy is us. And there's no other way of really putting it. Let's see.
By police is we have to finally get police reform, as Ravon continues to pray, like so many other parents and mothers especially.
Absolutely. Mr. Crump, thank you so much for being with us. Mr. and Mrs. Wells, again, we extend our deepest condolences to you and your family, and thank you again for being with us.
Yeah, man, hopefully justice is served and they get every last one of those people who were there. That's what we hope happens. Seriously. Yeah, somebody, Kimberly said it was just pure evil. It absolutely was. I feel like that young man was targeted for a reason. As I said before, I think it's possible that he may have had some information on these cops because it seemed very personal the way it happened. And it could have been some demonic possession going on as well. But at the same time, I feel like, the young man he was a photographer. Maybe he had a picture. Maybe he caught something that he wasn't supposed to see from these officers. And it's crazy, man. Some crazy times. But also, brothers and sisters, Ricky Smiley's son mysteriously dies. And yes, I say he mysteriously dies because there's no cause of death. Now, I want y'all to watch this video because something just ain't right about what's going on with this industry, man. Something just is not adding up to me. I just want y'all to peep this, right?
My son, Brandon Smiley, has passed away this morning. Brandon Smiley has passed away this morning. I'm about to go get on a flight and try to get to Birmingham. Vicky, good morning. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I just want to all our cousins and different family members to pray, be strong. I'm okay. Pray for my son's mother.
Something just is seriously wrong with this. And I'm going to tell you, Ricky Smiley, for those who are unfamiliar with Mr. Ricky Smiley, he's had one of the biggest Atlanta radio shows in Atlanta radio history. He's a comedian that's been around the industry for quite some time. He is deep into the fraternal order. Ricky Smiley is straight up boule. I'm gonna tell you right now, the man is Masonic. All he talks about is the fraternal order and the fraternity. He pledged, I don't know if it was Alpha, Sigma, or whatever the case is. And here's what's really weird to me, y'all. This is really was not sitting well with me. Why, when these individuals die, there is no cause of death? I mean, I just, for the life of me, can't understand that we've gotten to a point where a person can pass on and we're not even told how they lost their lives. This is not making any sense. And I looked all online. And I'm talking about, I went to Google, they saying, hey, the cause of death is not announced. Ricky Smiley simply announced it. you know, there's no information on how they dying. And I believe that there's rituals happening. I believe that these people are working for somebody in order to stay relevant in the business, and in order to keep jobs, in order to stay active. This is how it works in this industry, man. It's ritualistic and it's Masonic. And these rituals must be conducted. They have to do it. Crazy stuff, man. They don't even tell you what happened to him. People's energy is just, it's something off about this.
Brandon Smiley has passed away this morning. I'm about to go get on a flight and try to. Brandon Smiley has passed away. Brandon Smiley has
passed away this morning. Brandon Smiley. How about my son? My son has passed away. And why wear the glasses to cover up your emotions if you're going to get on camera and announce it? Why are you hiding your face? If that's the case, you should have never got on camera to announce it in the first place. If your son just passed away, only people you should be talking to is your family, bro. Do we understand how this doesn't make sense? You want to announce it to the public. And it's almost like he's reading it. This is just a straight up red flag, man. This doesn't make no sense. This is weird, y'all. Why not get on the phone with your family members? It's almost like they carry out these hits and then they have to announce it for social media for whatever perk or whatever amenity is granted by the powers that be for the sacrifice and the ritual. It's like they have to announce it. Hey, the deed has been done. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. The rituals are being conducted. Hey, keep the checks rolling in. Hey, I may need another job. That's how it seems to go in the industry. Like they have to just keep on with the Joneses. They have to keep up the rituals. So he announces this man as Brandon Smiley, not my son, Brandon Smiley. Just Brandon Smiley passes away. He's gone. No cause of death. And listen, do you know how bizarre this is that you're telling the world that your son died? And the first question everyone would ask naturally is what happened? How did he die? What took place? That's only normal. When somebody say, oh, yo, man, so-and-so died. Damn, how he died, man? What happened? But these people don't even tell us. We still don't know how Gangsta Boo died. We don't know how Gucci Mane's artist died, Big Scar. We have no idea how these people are dying in Hollywood. True Essence. Thank you for the $5 contribution. She says, all these unexplained passes of young black men can't be a coincidence. Salute New Breed in chat. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. And you're right. It cannot be a coincidence, y'all. It got to be more than meets the eye. No autopsy reports. No cause of death being released to the public. They're not even telling us anymore. And with some of these entertainers and artists, the what, the poke could be a cause of a lot of these individuals dying, essentially. Cardiac arrest, having heart issues and things of that nature, and maybe they don't want it to be a pattern. They don't want to keep drilling that in the news that a person died of some type of cardiac issues. Maybe they don't want to keep telling us that. So they're just hiding it. One can only speculate at this point. Because yeah, it seems pretty much confidential how these people are dying. It's to the point that we haven't, it's no proof. Literally, I want y'all to peep this. Like, think about this. There's really no proof that some of these people are even dying. It's really no proof. If you're not showing any cause of death to the public, you know, we don't know. But this is crazy.
Brandon Smiley has passed away this morning. I'm about to go get on a flight and try to get to Birmingham. Vicky, good morning.
Man, think about this. Your son just passed. You hop on the internet. You still greeting your chat. Hey, Vicky, good morning, Vicky. Your son just passed away. You hop online. You even telling people good morning in the chat and all of that. Like this is crazy. So you hop on a live stream at that? Yo, when your son passes away, you hop on a live stream. Are you kidding me? Do you know how much pain comes with the loss of a child, bruh? What is going on here in this industry? Right. How exactly, Herm 05G? How is it a good morning? Your son just passed. I'm not getting on no internet. I just lost my son. You would have to hear about that in the news. That so-and-so's son passed away. It should have been a news brief. Ricky Smiley's son passes away. And you wouldn't hear from Ricky Smiley for a while. Hey, my son passed away. I'm about to hop on the plane. Hey, good morning, Vicky. Hey, what's going on, chat? Do you see how crazy this is? They do these things to garner sympathy. Real people like to hurt alone, bro. When we lose a family member, we not going to no internet, bro. We would much rather hurt on our private time.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Just, I just want to, all our cousins and different family members to pray, be strong.
And I know some people would say new breed. You could be a bit insensitive. The man just lost his son. He's a victim right now. He's hurting right now. Breed, why are you, talking about this man like this? Why are you observing him this way? What if really something happened to his son that he ain't had nothing to do with? And, you over here talking about it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if that was the case, he shouldn't have got on camera. He shouldn't have got in the public's eye for us to observe his behavior and his actions. I don't see sincerity here. He should have never got online with it. See, when you open up to the public, we can interpret what we see using our discernment. And I know that we live in a society where everybody is just emotional wrecks and they can't use logic and discernment and realize that this ain't normal behavior for an individual who just lost a son. I don't see not one tear. Somebody said, I don't see one tear coming out his eye, any of that. Y'all give me one moment here. I got to put my Stranger Things music on for this one, bro. Because this is getting weird. You hear me? Yeah, that's exactly what I asked. How could you even be on social media after losing one of your children? No tears, no emotion, no nothing. And you got to keep in mind, this man is an actor. This is what these people do. They act. And the actor's always acting.
Okay. Pray for my son's mother.
And they had to put the sad music behind it. Now imagine that music, that piano wasn't playing behind it. Do you know how callous this would sound? Do you know how abnormal this would sound? Do you know how abnormal this would sound without the piano playing behind it, talking about his son died? Seriously.
My son's siblings. Pray for my son and my daughter, everybody that was raised with Brandon. Pray for Brandon's mother, Brenda, and his dad, Taurus, and his sister Taylor. And everybody. I hate to announce this. I just want to give it to you before you hear it in the streets. My son, Brandon Smiley, passed away this morning. I'm on my way to the airport. What? Pray for me.
Smiley.
How did he die, man? How did he pass? We have yet to find out. And it's almost like this is how it happens now in Hollywood. Yeah, he got them shades on because he's hiding something. And some would say maybe he's been crying. He's trying to give you the illusion that he's been crying. And if he had been crying, if he's hurting, why even announce it to social media? Why jump on a live stream just to say that? This is just not normal, man. The young man was only 32 years old. And you know, like stories like this will come out nowadays. And the person will say, you know, this individual passed on, this person died or passed or whatever. And eventually everybody forgets about it. Nobody questions what happened to him. It just goes down in history as he just died. We don't know how, we don't know the cause of death, we don't know what's going on. Brian says he hurting, he hiding his pain. Well, if he's hurting and hiding his pain, why did he get online in a live stream to tell us that his son passed? Somebody said he takes the glasses off and his eyes wasn't red or anything. Is there a full video? I'm gonna pull the full video up. It gotta be more to this video. Let me see if I can get that live stream. We'll get that stream because that's the only video I've seen of it, but give me a moment. And this was just the day his son passed. And I believe I found it. Yep, it's on his channel. All right. Yep, in 11 hours already 511,000 views for him to stream for 3 minutes. I wonder if he's monetizing. Let's see. Oh yeah, there go the ad. Oh wow. Hold on, let me pull this up. So he's getting ad revenue. So I get it now. Hold on, let's see. Yep, this is on his YouTube channel. Wow. Hold on, give me a moment. Let me get this. Thanks for being patient.
Hey, I I just have to just have bad news this morning. I'm on my way to the airport to get.
Hey, Ricky, was the Boule and your fraternal brothers and the oath, was it all worth it? That's what I want to know, Ricky. Was it worth it, man? Blood of your blood, flesh of your flesh. Was it all worth it? Is the industry worth it? Is the lifestyle of Hollywood worth it? We talking about your son. You held him as a baby. That was your mini you. Looked just like you. And he had stage presence. And it seems that you seem more nervous on this camera than hurt. You seem more nervous than hurt. I can read these people. I know that these people are boule. I know that these people have sold their souls to be in the industry. I know that everything they touch turns to death and everybody around them just dies mysteriously. Was it worth it?
Birmingham. Just want everybody to pray for me. Pray for our family. My son, Brandon Smiley, has passed away this morning. I'm about to go get on a flight and try to.
Somebody said, New Breed, stop capping on dude. Read the facts before you speak. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Nicholas Boykins. I'm gonna go ahead and put you on. I'm gonna get you up out of here. Let me get you on up out of here for the record. You gone. First of all, I'm reacting to his video, what he posted. I'm reacting to his video that he put online. So when you talk about facts, I'm only responding to what he's saying and his behavior. There's no facts to go off of, sir, because nothing has been released, sir. Talking about wait for the facts. If I don't make videos like this, sir, nobody would care about how he actually died, idiot. If I don't react to the fact that they can just tell us somebody died and we don't know why they died, and they just keep mysteriously dying in Hollywood and nobody says any damn thing about it, none of the facts ever come out. Don't you understand that? That's the problem. Y'all too scared to talk. You know it's weird in Hollywood. You know these people are dying, just dropping like flies. You know their mortality rate is sky high. You know something is wrong with this man wearing shades, announcing it to the people on a live stream that his son died and not even tell the people how his son died. How insensitive is that to the people? You gave no details. You ain't say he was struggling with something. He was sick. You know, his health was going bad. Nothing. You ain't tell the people nothing. And his fans are supposed to just sit out here and wonder what happened. Because if your son died, you know why he died and how he died. People, something's wrong with people, bro. I'm convinced that people are slow and gonna throw a Bible scripture up there. Yo, read this scripture before you talk on it. Read this scripture before you talk on it. If you so good in the Bible, where's your Bible channel? If you know the scripture so well, where's your channel at? Where's your channel teaching the people the Bible? Sorry about that, chat. I had to snap on that person real quick. Hey, I had to snap on them real quick. Cause it's like, why you up in my chat talking crazy, bro? Yeah, trying to misuse scripture and be religious. You got the wrong one tonight. I'm tired of seeing these brothers just drop like flies and we don't have no cause. Anyway, let's go.
try to get to Birmingham. Vicky, good morning.
Vicky, good morning. He always has talking about Vicky, good morning. Vicky must have been looking good in that chat. That's what it was. Vicky caught his eye. He ain't worried about nothing. Let's go.
God have mercy. I just want to.
That's if Ricky even, never mind. I mean, that's not go there. But we know this frat brother right here like to wear women's clothing. He like to talk like grandmas and all of that, and act like a woman and stuff. We know dude like to dress like a lady. But anyway, that's beside the point. Let's go.
All our cousins and different family members to pray, be strong. I'm okay. Pray for my son's mother and my son's siblings. Pray for my son and my daughter, everybody that was raised with Brandon. Pray for Brandon's mother, Brenda, and his dad, Taurus, and his sister Taylor, and everybody. I hate to announce this. Just want to give it to you before you hear it in the streets. My son, Brandon Smiley, passed away this morning. I'm on my way to the airport. Pray for me. I'm okay.
Pray for me, I'm okay. He says, pray for me, I'm okay. My son passed away this morning. Like, think about it, ladies and gentlemen. That means it just happened. As if he had to, like he was already prepared for this, like he knew it was coming. His son passed. This is unreal. So his son passed this morning. Now think about it. Just saying that. Think about your children, ladies and gentlemen. Just uttering those words. My son passed this morning. There's no way I could keep it together. Ain't no way, even just to say those words after just finding out this type of news. You just found out your son passed? Just to say it out loud. Ladies and gentlemen, to say it out loud that my son passed for the first time, and you don't break down? You don't break down at all? No emotion? You already live streaming? This dude is boule. He out there with them booty bandits and booty warriors. He's a switch hitting boule Freemason. I don't care what you think about it. I said it. And something ain't right with Ricky Smiley, and something ain't right with this live stream he did. And I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care about these Hollywood perps. They agents. I don't trust none of them. He's a weirdo, and so are the rest of these damn agents and devils. Straight up. And if you got a warm spot in your heart for these boule Freemasonic wizards, then that's on you. You're on the wrong damn channel. I mean, how could you even utter those words without breaking down, bro? Ain't no way I can even utter them words. And I just found this out. Ain't no way. I couldn't be online. Couldn't do what he doing. Something is wrong, bro. Something is real wrong.
Streets. My son, Brandon Smiley, passed away this morning. I'm on my way to the airport. Pray for me. I'm okay. And the car's actually here to pick me up now.
He said, pray for me, I'm okay. And you can look, you can kind of see behind the glasses. There's no tears coming down. His eyes ain't watering up. He just said for the first time his son passed. And someone said, well, New Breed, what if the man is in shock? See, listen, I'm playing advocate for all of that. What if he's in shock? Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? If he's in shock, he's not hopping on the internet. If you're in shock, you're not getting on a live stream and telling the people. You would not be that, you wouldn't even be cognitive enough to jump online if you were in shock. Man is acting, bro. I don't see why people don't understand this. Like, something's wrong with people, bro.
Life come with a whole bunch of twists and turns. I don't care where you go or what. I just don't know what to do. I can't think.
But you thought enough to, turn that live stream on, though. You just found out your son passed and you want to hop on the internet. If you can't think, if you this discombobulated and in shock, what made you pick that damn phone up? And fail to tell the people what happened to your son. So now we got to sit here and try to figure out what happened. What happened? Did you get that phone call, Ricky? Yeah. Did you get that phone call, Ricky? That one that said, hey, the deed has been done. Hey, you want to continue to be successful, right? Hey, you want to continue to have a seat at the table, then you know what's required, Ricky. You know when you took the pledge, when you took the oath. You know how you got your #1 radio show in Atlanta, the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, been on for damn decades. You know, if you want to, you know what has to be done, Ricky. You know how this works. When you came into this, you knew that a family member or someone close to you had to be put on the table in order for you to succeed. You know Satan has his requirements, Ricky. So now it's time to collect. And it's like these people don't even show emotion because they know they made the deal. They did what they did. And it is what it is. And if you don't know that in Hollywood, they all sell out. They all get caught up in this industry and they all make sacrifices. If you don't know that, you've been sleeping under a rock and you are just totally oblivious to how the media, how Hollywood, and how everything works.
I got my keys. I took a bath. Make sure I'm on my way to
Oh man, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me.
home. I can't.
Yo, this man ain't shed not one damn tear. Not one tear. He took them glasses off and there's not one tear here. Clear eyes. He can't even look in the camera. The man almost got a damn smirk. Like, what is wrong with this dude, bro? I mean, I don't think these people have souls. This self-absorbed maniac. These people are psychos, yo. The soul is gone out of them. There's no light. It's all the way gone, bro. It don't even exist in them no more. He kept the glasses on inside the house while he was lying about something or being disingenuous. He was being disingenuous about something. That's what he had the glasses on for. He took them off just to tell you truth then, because he did take a bath. He is getting ready. He is about to fly out and leave. But he couldn't listen. He could say that with the glasses off. But telling you his son just died, he said that with glasses on. Do y'all not see how crazy this is? Do we not see how psychotic these people really are? How narcissistic and demonic these people are? These people are wicked as hell, bro. Seriously. Yo. This is crazy. Peep this, y'all.
Make sure Um, I'm on my way to home. I just can't think straight. I don't know. So the car's actually here to pick me up now. Life come with a whole bunch of twists and turns. I don't care where you go.
Yeah, life comes with a lot of twists and turns. What does that mean? See, that's a coded message right there. Y'all gotta understand, that was a coded message what he just said. How self-absorbed can you get? Your son passed at 32 years old. He didn't even get to live to his fullest potential and capabilities. He died a young man. And you say that life comes with twists and turns, as if you're speaking about your life. As if you had certain twists and turns and things that you had seen in your life, and you had certain choices you need to make. Because this is not just something that just happens in life to everybody. Everybody don't lose a child. So to write that off as, you know, twists and turns in life happen, brother, everybody don't lose a child. That's one of the most painful things that anybody can go through. That's one of the most horrendous pains anybody can go through, especially your child dying that young. And for you to just sit up here and say life has twists and turns, bro, that's bigger than a twist and turn. You lose your son. That's agony. That's way bigger than a twist and turn. That's something that you, to this day, people who have lost their children, the pain never goes away. It's not just something you heal from. Yup, James King says, happened to us, it broke my whole family. Right. He talking about just a twist and turn, man. That was a man's life. This ain't making sense.
Go with. I just don't know what to do. I can't think.
But you hopped your happy ass online though. You could think to turn that damn red button on and greet the people in live stream though. It's like you had to tell the elite the deed was done. What are y'all doing in them hills? What are y'all doing in these circles? Are y'all just outright sacrificing them within the households? What's going on here? Because we're not finding out the cause of death of any of these celebrities. Are y'all just straight up laying pentagrams on the ground inside the house? And y'all just, hey, hear ye. We summon Lucifer. Here's the next person. Because I'm beginning to picture that's how it is. Right at home. And then you just get online, hey, we did what we need to do. You make a little video so the Masons and your predecessors and your controllers and your puppet masters can give you little fuck ass Negroes a couple peanuts. That's what it seemed like to me. You get a bigger following, you monetize off of it, you get, you're put in a position because everybody looking at you as a victim, and everybody sympathizing with you, and all these doors of opportunity are opened up, and then your career skyrockets and you go to the next level, all because you gave up something to Satan to continue going on. Somebody say, yo, Bree, your mic going in and out. I'm gonna turn the music off then. Can you hear me clearly? Y'all put a 1 in the chat. And let's get the thumbs up. Let's get 1,000 people in the stream. Yeah, they said that's better now. That's what's up, man. But this is crazy. I feel like this man gave up his own child just to have a lavish lifestyle, just to continue to fly fly first class and be a part of the fraternal order. For the most part, They really don't want to be outside of they really don't want to be outside of the group. Yeah, this is straight up Moloch and Baal worship.
Do I got my keys? I took a bath. Make sure I'm on my way to home. I can't. Just can't think straight. I don't know. So,
Man, this dude is, I don't know, man. This dude is sassy, bro. This dude is, I don't know, this dude is real zesty with it, bro. Something real sassy about this cat right here, bro. Real talk. Hold on, let me see here.
oh, y'all be blessed. And I'm sorry to announce this to y'all. Just pray, trap.
How he die, man? What happened to him? I'm sorry to announce that he gone, y'all. He gone. Is this what we doing right now in Hollywood? Yo, my son just passed away. Oh man, what's the first reaction? Everybody in the chat, in his video chat, should have been like, yo, what happened? What happened? Oh man, he just gone, man. He gone. What happened to him though? Oh man, he just gone. He what? Man, what happened to your son? You saying he passed away, but what happened? Yo, I just said he gone. It's done. The deed is done. It's over. That's the price of fame. At 32 years old, no explanation. He just gone, huh? Yeah, man. That man, he got dry, clear eyes, man. I'm not buying this. Your son just passed that morning. That morning.
Make sure I'm on my way to home. I can't. Just can't think straight. I don't know. So, y'all be blessed. And
He really looked like somebody's auntie or grandmother. Like him playing that character, talking like a woman and gyrating the way he been doing all them years. It's like he really looked like one of them in his face. He looked like somebody auntie. He looked like he trying to be somebody cool ass aunt. You know what I'm saying? Something ain't right with this dude, bro. And he ain't, I'm not buying this, man. We want to know what happened to him. Kurt G says, just as God, Kurt G says, hold on, let me get that comment. It just skipped on me. Just as God once required a living sacrifice to atone for sins, Satan requires living sacrifices to live comfortably in his world and keep your status. A lot of people took the offer. Christ refused. Kurt G, that is absolutely emphatically true what you just said. That's exactly how it goes. Just like when Satan took Christ on a mountain, offered him the world, and Christ said, get behind thee, Satan. You know, how can you give me something that I already own? This is my inheritance. Of course, somebody took the deal. Just Satan gave these people a deal, took them to the high-rise building, gave them the deal. And look, they got my chat stuck on 9999. Y'all see the games they play? Y'all thumb the video up, y'all. It's some real weird stuff going on over here. They literally stuck it there. But I'm telling y'all, man, that's real talk. Visible Queen says, calm down, breathe. You know, some people just fake and stupid. I mean, I'm calm. I'm calm. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, man, because this is crazy.
I'm sorry to announce this to y'all. Just pray, traveling grace and everything. Wow. now I see what my granddaddy went through and why he felt the way he felt. My granddaddy went through this shit with my dad, and somehow here I am.
That's what they want, sympathy, bro. They want y'all to feel bad for them. They want y'all to find a spot in y'all heart for these weirdos. They want y'all to feel some sympathy. I don't feel a damn thing for Ricky Smiley. I don't feel nothing for these people. I feel for the people who end up losing their lives being connected to certain people in Hollywood. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm not easily swayed. Like, you can't tug at my heartstrings or push this emotionalism on me. If something don't make no sense and something don't sit right, you got to go with your intuition, bro. Talking about he know what his dad went through with his so what's going on what in the family has this generational curse where people are burying their children like that from 2 generations? What was your father involved in? Because you've been a part of that fraternity and that group for a while. You've been a part of that for a while. I wonder if I can find Brandon Smiley's final interview, bro. I wonder if I can find, let me see something. Yeah, I don't even see 9 hours ago. I see one. I think this might be the last one. Last interview. But this is crazy that this man is on the internet right now, live streaming when his son just died, bro. Yeah, somebody said him and Steve Harvey, they're part of the fraternities. Exactly, they are. Let me share this. Let me share this screen with y'all, man. Hold on, let me finish. Let's see if he got anything else he want to say before I go off here and go get Brandon's video.
Going through the same thing my grandparents went through, so just pray for our family.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense that they don't tell details. They don't give the cause of death to the people. Let's see what Brandon had to say, man, in his last live stream, just to see if it's any telltale signs of anything, man. I wasn't familiar with Brandon Smiley, but I did know that he had I think he's doing stand-up. He was doing stand-up. Taking the comedian route. Hold on one moment. Let's see. All right.
Ricky Smiley suffers heartbreaking loss. Son has died. The last video before death viral on social media. I will show the last video and a heart-tugging video. Ricky Smiley announced that his son, Brandon, died this morning. Below the video he posted, I lost my oldest son. His 32-year-old son died the morning of Jan 29. Brandon's illy this morning. I'm okay, but please pray for my son's mother, Brenda. His
Clickbait. YouTube, y'all need to do something about this damn clickbait. I mean, it's getting awful, bro. This video is titled Brandon Smiley Last Emotional Video Before Death. That's not what this video entails. But this is the type of stuff y'all give views to. Clickbait, misinformation, and disinformation, bro. Like, YouTube is becoming a damn cesspool for this, bro. Seriously, it's horrible, bro. Yeah, somebody said it was a heart tug. Like, that's straight clickbait in itself, talking about it was heart tugging. Man, it just kind of is what it is, man. Damn perps and agents everywhere. Maybe I'll react to his final interview at a later time, maybe later on today. But yo, this is crazy, bro. Something ain't right about that. It don't sit well with me. We know Ricky Smiley's history. We know who you work for. We know you, Boule. We know you, Boule. My question is, damn, man, is it all worth it? Is it all worth it? Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, envy not the wicked. You don't know what type of things these individuals got to do to get where they get. So don't envy the wicked. These people are tortured souls. They lack a spirit. A lot of these individuals, they are victims of hazing and all kind of weird acts and things they got to go through when they join these fraternities. Stay away from these fraternities. Alpha, beta, sigma, stay away from it. It's all demonic. It's all satanic. And they all end up joining a boule. It just is what it is. Somebody said, what is boule? Boule is a fraternal order, a Masonic order with just pretty much the black men of the industry that you see. A lot of them are a part of this group called the boule, where they get special treatment. They're a group. They're very well known. Yeah, it's pretty much the black sector of the Masons. Kimberly Taylor says it's a video of Brandon being baptized. Yep. Boule is Prince Hall Freemasons. Yeah, the 1% club. They look at themselves as being elitists. Just like D.L. Hughley and Steve Harvey, they know what. Listen, D.L. Hughley and Steve Harvey, they know something happened to Bernie Mac. They know what happened to Bernie Mac. But see, Bernie Mac ain't played a game. Bernie Mac wasn't playing the game they was playing. He didn't want to be a part of it. And whoever step out of line is a sacrifice. Yeah, they know who did it. Yeah, Cedric D.L. Hughley and Steve Harvey know what happened to Bernie Mac. I'll go as far as to say that they was in on it, that they lined that brother up. Real talk. Yeah, anybody who won't comply get deleted. That's how it works. And then they bump up the next person who stand the most to gain. Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson, he part of it. Yeah, Bernie was the realest in the group. You got to understand where Steve Harvey is at right now. By this time, Bernie Mac would have had his own show. I'm not talking about like a sitcom. Bernie Mac would have, listen, it would have been a Bernie Mac show, bro. He'd have been big as Steve Harvey. Yeah, they take out their own people, man. I'm telling you, it'll be your own people, bro. Yeah, somebody said Caesar from Black Ink recently joined them too. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, Bernie Mac. Imagine Bernie Mac hosting Family Feud, bro. That would have been fire. That'd have been pressure right there, bro. Yeah, I mean, Steve blew right up, right? Steve was the one who reported him to the the powers that be, because Bernie Mac was asking too many questions, and Bernie Mac, he wasn't trying to do the rituals. Bernie Mac didn't want to. He didn't want. It was a video that was released where they wanted children to sit on Bernie Mac's lap to advertise the show. the Bernie Mac show. And there's a video with Bernie Mac like, yo, we don't do that. I don't want no kids sitting in my lap like that. These ain't my kids. I don't want them kids in my lap. He didn't want to do the rituals. Bernie Mac, he was a real one. Yeah, you know Ricky Smiley about to blow up right after this. I wouldn't be surprised if Ricky Smiley show get more seasons. I mean, get more, get more airtime and all that. Yeah, man, that's real talk. Somebody said Bernie was a real one. He didn't play those games. No, he wasn't trying to play those games. And Bernie, the only one, if you notice, Bernie wasn't wearing no dresses or nothing like Ricky Smiley. And well, I'm throwing Ricky Smiley in it, but he wasn't doing the rituals, man. He wasn't gonna be putting on no dress or anything. Yeah, this is just crazy, man. I know that I'm jumping out the window and telling y'all that, hey, this got to be some kind of sacrifice, but the patterns are there. The patterns are there. And you feel how you want to feel about it. You think whatever you want to think. It doesn't really matter, right? If you think this is just a conspiracy theorist channel and everybody who dies is a blood sacrifice, oh, well, let me ask you this, right? If that's not the case, why is the mortality rate so high in the industry? Now, let's make no mistake about it. Tomorrow is not promised today. Everybody got their date with destiny. Everybody timeline is going to stop, right? Everybody's going to have that day where their life ends. But why in the industry, somebody always losing somebody? And it's only a handful of celebrities. Let's say hypothetically it's only 500, 600 people in this elite group. It's like 500 or 600 celebrities, movie stars, or whatever that's mainstream and have reached a certain level of success and fame. Why is it that all of them lose somebody close to them? It's the same thing Ye was saying. You don't think something ain't right? Bill Cosby and his son, Jay-Z, Aaliyah, Master P, his daughter, Mike Tyson, his daughter. I mean, since when have burying your own children become so normal? When it's only a handful of these people. This don't make sense. DeVito and his son, Eminem and Proof. Everybody who want to sign to Rap-A-Lot Records and Mob Ties. Damn. Michael Jordan and his father. I mean, at some point, you be like, hold on now. Okay, hold on now. All right. So at some point, common sense will begin to kick in when you see a pattern. Quavo and Takeoff. Regina King and her son. Kobe Bryant and his daughter. Kanye and his mama. Jennifer Hudson and her whole damn family. Meek Mills and Lil Snoop. Gucci Man and Big Scar. Whitney Houston and her daughter. Meg Thee Stallion and her mama. Nicki Minaj and her dad. Bun B and Pimp C. The Baby and his pops. And look, the Baby, this happened right after he got rich. I'm telling you, there's a 100-round drum on that thing. So I'm saying, like, yes, death does happen. I'm saying it happens. Yeah, Chief Keef, Fredo Santana. Come on, man. We can go on and on. Somebody said, yeah, when you list it out, it sounds even more crazy. Right. When you start listening to the pattern, if it's only a handful of these people who make it to a certain level, and all of a sudden everybody close to them is dying, something ain't right, y'all. Something ain't right. Now, peep this, y'all. You know 20 people, right? Some of y'all may have 20 people in your phone that you know. You may have 10 people in your phone that you know. And you personally, out of those 10, 15, 20 people, somebody ain't dying in their life every 5 minutes, bro. It's like the death rate in the industry is crazy. Jay-Z and his nephew, Little Durk, and every damn rapper who comes near him. T.I. and Dobie. Glorilla and Gangsta Boo. And I'm going to say one that's going to catch you way off guard. Drake and XXX Tentacion. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a connection there, too. Sean Diddy Combs and half the damn industry. Damn, somebody said Juvenile's daughter passed too. Jamie Foxx's sister too. See, ladies and gentlemen, the mortality rate is too high for it to be coincidence. And then the way Mike Tyson's daughter went, that's just crazy. I'm just saying, man. Hey, you use your own discretion. You think brothers is just conspiracy theorists, or is it? And let me know in the chat what you think. This is a serious question. If you catch this on playback, I want those catching this on playback. Yeah, Elvis and his daughter. I want you to tell me, do you believe that everything that's happening in the industry is just relative and people just die breed and you just be jumping off the deep end with your streams, bro? Everything ain't a ritual, everything ain't a sacrifice. I'm not gonna block you if that's what you think. Long as you can show respect, long as you're respectful, but you have to give me reasoning why you believe that it's just coincidence, right? And if you do believe, like, yo, Breed, the rabbit hole is deep, man, take to the comment section down below and y'all let me know more things that you know about this industry, how you know it's real. It's really going down like that. These people are really sacrificing, bro. Let me know. Tell me what you think. We're going to do a census at the chat. So let me know in the comment section, man, after the video, if you catch this on playback. Man, I'm going to check in and I'll be back with more content very soon. And keep in mind, no such thing as coincidences, and patterns are very important, right? But listen, I love each and every one of y'all. I want y'all to have a blessed evening. With that being said, shalom and peace.